This is Stryder with MODSonair. We're here at PAX 2012. I'm here with Garrett. He's with Primal Carnage, the developer Primal Carnage, and he's going to tell us where we've come with the game since last year at PAX when we saw it. I know as a community we've been watching this game progress, anxiously waiting for it to release, and he's going to fill us in on what's happened.
Cool, sounds good. So I'm Garrett. I'm the assistant producer with Lukewarm Media. We're the developers of Primal Carnage. Last year at PAX, oh god, okay. So you're talking about PAX Prime last year. Okay. I believe last year at PAX Prime we had 2 out of the 5 maps finished. Only 1 was playable at PAX. And as far as I know, we only had 4 out of 10 classes available. Fast forward a little bit to PAX East, 6 months later, we had about 3 out of the 5 maps done. And, well, actually now more like 4 out of 5. And we only had 9 classes finished. There is still 1 class we were still working on that we didn't show to the public. At PAX today, we have pretty much all of our maps done. We only have 2 of them playable here today, but we have all 10 of our classes ready to play. So we have 5 dinosaur classes, 5 human classes, and for those of you not familiar with Primal Carnage, it's an asymmetrical multiplayer title. So basically you have dinosaurs on one team that play in the third-person perspective against humans that play in the first-person perspective. So there's this really big contrast between the 2 different teams, because it's not like your average shooter where it's humans versus humans, which everyone's played before and everyone's familiar with. With our title, it's very different because we have a pteranodon that's kind of like a pterodactyl that flies around in the sky. So not only do you have to be looking around like this, you're also looking up in the air. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic because if you're trying to shoot the pteranodon up in the sky, a raptor's going to get you from below. Or if you're too busy with the raptors, the pteranodon's going to swoop up or swoop down, pick you up, and just drop you to your death. It's pretty sweet.
Very, very cool. We have watched it. Also, some exciting news. We got the release that it's gone green light, or it's gone pre-order.
Yes, sorry. Yes. So basically, it went up for pre-order on Monday. Well, not Monday. Friday. I'm getting my days confused. So just a couple days ago, it went up for pre-order. If you pre-order, you get a raptor skin that actually has feathers on it, which is kind of cool. We had a lot of people in our community that were saying, hey, you know what? Dinosaurs had feathers, blah, blah, blah. So we're like, all right, let's give back to the community a little bit. So we decided, okay, let's go ahead and do a feathered raptor skin. And I feel like that's one of the cooler things that you can get in the game.
Very, very cool. So official release date now is?
TBA. We're open for pre-orders. We start beta very, very soon. With release following very shortly after that, but I can't really give you a specific date. Correct.
Don't want to put anybody on the spot.
Exactly.
One final question. Ashton, last year we got mention or kind of got hints that there'd be mod tools available for the game. That was the intention, so that the community can continue to make maps for it. Is that still the intention of the team and the title?
It is something we do plan for later on with Primal Carnage. It may not be available on release, but we do definitely plan on having stuff like that because we all came from the community. So, I started by modding Half-Life and Unreal Tournament. So, I know how valuable that is because if it wasn't for those games with mod tools, I wouldn't be here and neither would Primal Carnage. Not saying that I was the sole proprietor of Primal Carnage because I'm not. I'm just one piece of the pie, but literally, like, a lot of our people do come from the mod teams where it's just, okay, we were just modding games for fun, and then we're like, all right, let's do this on our own. So it is something very valuable, and we do cherish it and hold it very close. So.
Very cool, very cool. And then one final question, because this is basically a mod gone good. Yep. Any advice to modders out there?
Ooh, advice to modders. If you're releasing, or if you're going to be working on a mod, release early, release often. Get your name out there. You have to, if it's something you really love doing, you just have to never give up. There are so many times, like when you're developing any kind of a game, that just stuff goes south. I mean, like it never actually works out the way you want it to. You just sort of have to roll with the punches. This is not our first foray into gaming. We were originally working on a mod called Lightspire that we wanted to go commercial. It was a fantasy role-playing game. But it was too ambitious for what we wanted to do. So unfortunately, we had to sort of shelf it for a little bit. It is something we plan on going back to, but we literally had to just go, okay, there's no way we could do this. And then we had to, scale back a bit and do something like Primal Carnage. But basically, the gist of it is never give up. Sometimes things don't work out the way you want them to, but as long as you're persistent, you can make it through.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much.
Hey, no worries. Thank you.
Stryder, MODSonair, signing out from PAX.